Welcome to this reflection with me on the issue of leadership. We had looked in the previous episodes about three qualifications for a leader to have, which I believe they are very important. We had looked at gifts and passion. We had looked at knowledge. We had looked at skills. And now today, we are going to look at character. The question is, what is character? You see, character is an inner moral quality of a person or a leader. This is an inner moral quality. So we learn or we know about the character of a person or a leader from what we observe in his life. There are three qualities that we know when we look at a person whether he is a good leader or not. Now, there are many subsets to these three qualities, which, if time permits, in the future, we can look at a leader on one of these subsets. But for this time, let us look at these three qualities, moral qualities a leader reflects so that we can judge about his leadership. We will look at these three qualities. Number one, the values a leader holds. When you look at the leader, you ask whether he has these values. Then you say, okay, he's a good leader or not a good leader. The positive values a good leader has would be like honesty, faith, justice, whether he's loving or not, whether, he is fair or not. If you know what values a person has, then you know his character. We know a character of a leader by the values he has. And it doesn't take us very long to learn as we observe a leader whether he has these values. Number two, what kind of attitude he shows. Is he humble? Is he patient? Is he respectful? Is he grateful? All these attitude, you can look at a leader and know whether he has this positive attitude in his life. If you give him something, did he say thank you? Did you see in his attitude that he is grateful? When you look at him for a long time, did you see any patience in him? Or is he controlling? Is he humble or is he proud? So this kind of attitude shows what kind of character a leader has. Then beyond values and attitude, we can also look at his actions, his behavior. Does he tell the truth? Does he help others? Does he keep his promises? There are many leaders who they promise a lot, but they don't keep any. There are many people who refuse to help others, even though they could. Those are not the kinds of good leaders. So that is what we are talking about, the character of a person. How important is character in leadership? How important is character in any leader? You see, knowledge and skills may make someone a leader, even gifts and passion for leadership. These may make a leader and they may give him position. Gifts, knowledge, skills may keep a person position, but only character determines whether people can trust that leader. So, what are we saying? That character builds trust. You see, when you look at a person and you see his positive character, you trust him. You trust him. Character gives a leader credibility. You give him respect because of his character. And character actually, if a leader has it, the character, the whole, this whole character traits protects a leader from corruption. Because when there is a temptation for corruption because of his inner moral character, he will not be a corrupt person. So actually, your inner moral quality protects you from corruption. There are many temptations that comes your way as a leader. But if you have a good character, godly character, that will protect you from corruption. Then it also gives a leader lasting influence. When you have a good character, you can impart lasting influence upon your followers or upon the people. So, what are some of the ways, what are some of the character traits that people expect? Now we've been talking about what a leader must show as his character, but what are the expectations from the people about the character that you want to see in their leaders? We can name many, but let's mention a few. People expect integrity, responsibility, humility, courage, fairness, and then compassion, ready to serve. These are the character traits that people want to see in their leaders. I would like to add one more, and that is sacrifice. You see, that's an example we learn from Jesus. Jesus in chapter 10 of the book of John, the Gospel of John says, I am a good shepherd and I gave my life for my sheep. It means leaders must sacrifice for their followers, for the cause of which they are leading people. So what do we see in this episode? You want to lead? I would encourage you to exhibit strong character, positive character. Character is someone that will stay with you even when no one sees you, when no one is around. Do exhibit a character in which no one has to double guess you. This is very important. Seek to serve others and then be ready to sacrifice for the cause you are leading. If you feel this is helpful, but if you have questions, do comment on this channel. Please like, subscribe, and share.